How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Right now, I'm talking to you in English. And if you understand what I'm saying, that's because you've learned English. There's one reason to learn a language, right? To communicate. Well, that will be our focus for today. To find out why you need to learn a language. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, I am Antoni Alvin Nathaniel from Atmajaya Yogyakarta University. Today, I will tell you my story of learning a language and what I have achieved from it. Until now, I have studied 4 languages in total: Indonesian, Japanese, English, and Mandarin. The first 2 are easy, since I'm living in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. However, there's a big difference between my English and my Mandarin. For note, I started learning them both in the first grade of primary school, so it would be fair to put them in comparison. 12 years later, I speak English far better than I do Mandarin. I've taken courses after courses after courses trying to improve my Mandarin, but after all that, all I can say is ni hao. However, I can speak English without even trying, and that's because of one simple question. Why? Why do I want to learn a language? Why am I interested in English? So, let's answer that question. Why am I interested in English? It was because of movies. Growing up, me and my sister would watch a movie every day after school. I love this one. Mission Impossible. It's a movie where Tom Cruise saves the planet. Every 10-year-old loved it. Also, yes, this is a pirated disc. Well, that aside, this is how I learned English. I understand conversations held in English by observing movies. But I didn't stop there. I started looking somewhere else. I needed to find more English. So, I started looking at memes on Instagram. That's how I learned about American and European pop culture. I started watching Canadian vlogs on YouTube. That's how I find out how friendly Canadians are, since they say sorry all the time. Just by that, I understand the culture of the people that are using the language, English. Next, I need to learn how to speak. During high school, I noticed that everyone was talking to each other in English, so I started speaking English with them, even though Indonesian was obvious. I only started speaking English actively for about a year now. At first, it was awkward. It turns out that using the language is not as easy as consuming it. I had years to switch back to Indonesian, but I forced myself through it. Learning how to speak unlocked a whole new world for me. I get to express my feelings, rather in a different way than I'm used to. I get to choose which language to speak, English or Indonesian, based on my emotions on the message. English is not just a language that I speak, it became my personality. I had no idea. I had no idea that learning a language would change me so much. So, how can you start learning a language? Simple. You need to ask yourself why. Why are you interested in a language? Maybe you want to learn Korean because you like K-pop music, or Japanese because you like reading manga comics. Maybe your partner's family speaks Mandarin, so you start learning the language. Whatever it is, your answer will get the gears turning. And what do you get by learning a language? You get to reach your why, the reason why you started will be the goals that you achieve by learning. Finally, you understand what K-pop lyrics mean. Finally, you can read manga comics. I mean, if I had a Chinese girlfriend and start learning Mandarin again, simply knowing why will do wonders in your journey of learning a language. This is my reason why. What's yours?